what does a parent do when a parent receives a call from the school to say that their child is engaging in bullying behavior? How do you treat your child, the bully?
How should you?
Yeah, how do you and how should you? And then we'll ask Paula how the court treats bullies.
I mean, one way would be to make it very clear to the child that in our family, this is how we treat other people, and this is what you will do. And maybe there needs to be consequences, a meeting with the parent and the child at the school, where the parent obviously is going to be somewhat protective of his or her child, because that's what we do as parents. But at the same time, look very carefully and say, I don't want my child to develop this reputation as a bully. I don't want my child to develop more absence of empathy. I want my child to be liked because he cares about other people, not because he's powerful. The dilemma that we run into sometimes is that that's not the case. That's not the response we get. So, and whether it's through emails or whatever, we're often, as a school, left on our own to work with that kid in spite of outside opposite information, I guess you could say.
Paula, if the bullying escalates at some point, I would imagine that the court system gets involved with the child for beyond disciplinary measures.
Well, yeah, but bullying behavior by itself is a violation of the school's lawful and reasonable regulations.
Absolutely.
So in Massachusetts, the school system could file what used to be called the CHINS, Children in Need of Services, is now called the CRA, Children Requiring Assistance. And it's a civil kind of action where the school, takes out, takes out a petition in juvenile court, and basically saying that this child is not obeying at school. We've sort of done everything we can with him. We're looking to the court to get services for this child. The other thing that the statute also says, the bullying statute, if the bullying behavior includes, criminal actions, assault and battery, intimidation, etc., then law enforcement is called in, and the child could have a delinquency complaint issued against him, which is basically a criminal action where the child could get some services, but worst case scenario, actually be placed, taken into custody and placed in the equivalent of jail, which is Department of Youth Services. So it can be quite serious.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.